Hey guys, I'm Jay, and today we're looking at a damn handsome Spyderco Native5 in S110V. So let's get started with the features, and then we will compare this to some other knives. And now make sure you stay until the end, because I will be showing you the full specs on this. And if you're a subscriber, you might even see your name at the end in the credits. Now, I know that you guys are super busy, so which is why I just want to remind you, click on subscribe if you're looking for knife reviews that get right to the point. The Spyderco Native5 is a manual action backlock with a blade that's riding on bronze washers, so that's nice, easy to clean, easy to care for. Deployment is accomplished with the thumb hole. And speaking of that blade, this is 3 inches and 3.3 millimeter thick of CPM S110V. I know, good stuff. The handle measures right at 4 inches, giving this an excellent blade to handle ratio. The thickness of the handle is under ½ inch at 0.43, and the closed width, so how much room that this guy's going to actually take up in your pocket, is only 1.40 inches. Now, because of that backlock, that is going to make the Native5 closed construction. So you're not going to be able to get through there to clean it. You'll have to go in through this way. Let's go ahead and get a weight on this guy here. 3.7 ounces, which is going to be about the equivalent of 4 AA batteries. Let's bring in some other knives so you can kind of get an idea of the size knife we're working with today. So of course the Benchmade Griptilian, the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, and let's see if we can fit this last one in there. Come on. Oh, there we go. The Kershaw Blur. If you're not crazy about this version of the Native5, that's okay, because Spyderco actually has you covered with several different flavors. I mean, you can get it, this is the G10, you can also get it with the FRN handles in either blue, black, pink. You can get different blade seals, S30V, S35, VN, S90V, and even MaxMet. You can also even get a blade with either full or partial serrations in either the satin color you see here or the black DLC blade. How about we just go ahead and run through my 6 likes and dislikes, and we're going to start out with number 1, and that is the curb appeal, so the appearance, the aesthetics, how it looks. I like it, I really do. I love this flat ground leaf-shaped blade with a satin finish. This is definitely my favorite Spyderco blade shape, and I really do like the Blurple color of the scales. I wasn't too sure if I would, but they actually, in person, this is a lot darker than it appears to be right now. It's a lot darker, so I was kind of surprised by that. One small minor gripe, and that's just going to be that the scales are, I don't want to say that they're aggressive, but they are aggressive enough where they seem to be picking up like lint and dead skin kind of shows up on here pretty quickly. It's not bad, and again, it's not enough to really take any points off, but it's just something that I want you to be aware of. Number 2, the materials. I also like this as well. I mean, it's CPM S110V blade steel, which is considered a super steel. It's really, really good stuff. It has excellent edge retention qualities and adequate corrosion resistance. Now, I do like the G10 as opposed to like the FRN scales, because I just like how it feels, you know, a lot more, I guess, substantial in the hand. And I also like the bronze washers that they decided to go with. They're a lot easier to care for, to clean, so that was an excellent choice. Number 3, the function. This is actually going to be my first gripe. Yep, I don't like the function, and let me tell you why. At least I am unable to flick this guy open. Yeah, and believe me, I've tried. So I don't want to say that it's completely unflickable. I myself am unable to get it to operate that way. So it is going to end up just being like one of those kind of slow deployments, which isn't necessarily, you know, a bad thing for most people. But it makes this knife just not very fidget friendly at all. It's one of those knives that it's just not fun to really sit here to open and close it. The centering is dead on. I mean, it's perfect. It usually is with Spyderco. And you might have noticed that it does fall shut. However, I did have to loosen the pivot up just a little bit to get it to do this. So if that, you know, that might not matter to you if you're able to flick it or not. But unfortunately, it does to me, so I have to take some points off for that. Number 4, in the hand. This I like. It has a very, very comfortable handle. I mean, I can fit all of my fingers on the handle without using that forward choil. Now, I have medium-sized hands, and oh yeah, and that's very, very comfortable. Plenty of room. Now, there are 2 areas of jimping on the Native 5. If you look at here on the blade spine, right by the pivot, and right there in the finger choil. So that's kind of nice, because then you can really choke up on this guy for your like finer kind of cutting tasks. The balance it's a little handle heavy. See if you guys can see that. So where I'm able to get it to balance level, I have my finger just a little farther back than I normally would. I'd usually have it right about there with most knives, but with this one, it's back a little bit, and that is because it's just a little bit, like a hair handle heavy. And I love this forward choil. I really do. It feels great. It just gives you more options as far as what you can do with this knife. Number 5, in the pocket. This I like. Now the stock clip that this comes with is horrible. I cannot stand that Spyderco stock clip. So as soon as I pulled this thing out of the box, that was one of the first things I did, was threw this aftermarket clip on there. Yeah, I can't stand that thing. So, but it is a 4-position clip, which is nice. So lefties tip up, tip down, and of course righties tip up, tip down. Very nice, just like the PM2. Now the closed width we said was about 1.4 inches. That's good. To me, it's anything under 1.5 is great, so very nice. And the handle was 0.5 for 3 inches, so that was under a 1/2 inch. So making this really just very pocket friendly. Sometimes I don't even notice that it's there, to be honest. It just, that's how little real estate it takes up in your pocket. And finally, number 6, weight and price. This, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I like. Now, the liners are skeletonized, which is nice to see. That's what helps keep it down to that 3.6, 3.7 ounce weight. And now this I had actually picked up for $150. Yes, $150 is a lot of money. I realize that. And it really is. Now, I've seen this as low as about 142 and as high as 155. So at 145 to 150, I really do think that that's fair for what you're getting. The CPM S110V plate steel and the Blurple G10 scales. I mean, a knife that's 3.7 ounces with a very strong backlock. So I think that that price is fair. Now, to quickly summarize, we said curb appeal was alike, materials like, function I didn't like, in the hand I like, in the pocket I like, and weight and price I like. So for those of you keeping score at home, that's 5-1, means that I highly recommend the Spyderco Native5. I mean, if you're looking for a smaller kind of hard use knife that you won't have to sharpen very often, if at all, then by all means get it. You're getting excellent materials, and you're getting that security provided to you by this very strong backlock as well. And the bronze bushings are going to be easy to maintain. Before we go, I would like to leave you guys with a question. I would love to hear from you. Now, what is your favorite small Spyderco folder? And when I say small, I mean like 3 inches or less. Let me know, what is your favorite smaller Spyderco knife? Please leave your answers in the comment section below. And if this video about the Spyderco Native5 answered most of your questions, why not just, I don't know, go ahead and leave me a like. Now don't go anywhere, because I'm going to display the full specs for you here in just a second. But I wanted to thank you guys for stopping by and for letting me talk knives with you. I really do enjoy it. And I will see you guys at the next video. You guys take care, okay?